We are live. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Michael Superbaker. Nope, Michael Superbacker. First one in chat. Just met you the other day, I think, because of the pop-up video. Thanks so much. Dancing with Goofy in the house. What's going on? Good morning. I'm going to pull it up on the phone.
Good morning. Good morning.
I will say this. We may have some new people in today. Michael reminds me of that because
that would be great.
I had a lot of new people added to the channel, which is exciting, but it also means I need to come on here in case we control. So you never know, but we're going to talk a little Disney during the Christmas season, among other things today. But first of all, Dance with Goofy, how are you doing? Are you ready for the holidays? We've got a lot to talk about. We're Disney nuts, as you know, if you're on this channel, probably.
We are.
And
a little bit.
Just a little bit. And Christmas is the best time of the season for that sort of thing. So I'm going to pull it up, make sure I have the ability to interact with chat here, and then we'll get going. So, I should probably turn off. Hey, Michael, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate you coming in, Michael Riley. So, we got a big.
There we go.
You've got the thing blocked. You've got something blocking our light.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, works hard for MK3. What's going on? Disney Circus Girl. We were talking yesterday. Actually, I was talking to her on Instagram and in a chat at the same time. That was pretty crazy. Mars in the house. What's going on? I'm so glad everyone is here. I'm hot.
Yeah, it's a little warm.
It's hot in here.
It's raining, so it's kind of really humid, and it's not freezing cold.
And I threw a sweatshirt on, and I'm thinking that was a bad decision. But whatever. So I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. We certainly did. I think it was the calmest Thanksgiving since we've been married, for sure, and probably in my whole life.
Pretty uneventful.
Yes, we had plans for her to go out to California.
I was in California. The girls and I we had a family get-together plan there, but my back decided to not agree.
Yeah, but you're doing better, right?
Yeah, definitely better.
So we have 4 daughters. 2 are married with family. 1 drove out to California. We were going to go with you, but they went instead, and they had to go around the storm, right? Apparently there was a second storm.
150 miles of the 40 was blocked because they had snow. And so they actually had to cut down towards the border to come back home.
Hey, Detroit. Disney Circus Girl says, want to switch places. It's freezing here. You're in England, right? Am I misremembering that? I think you are across the pond. Did you send this rain? So the thunder and stuff that we had basically 2 days of rain, right? Off and on 2 days of rain. And I think it's supposed to taper off today. It's not raining now, but it looks like it wants to.
We had thunder like in the middle of the night, not last night, but the night before. But really not much, just humidity and some sprinkles.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but we had a great Thanksgiving. We just did it with the 2 daughters who still live at the house and us too. But today is really one of our Thanksgiving days. We're kind of extending it. My daughter Samantha, her husband Ryan, and my grandson are coming over, and that'll be fun because I wanted to start off with you. We're not a very good listener as it relates to what you bought for our grandson.
I'm a grandma.
So what did you do? You want to tell them? Because I think it's a good deal that they should know about.
Okay, well, Grayson on the 25th turned 3. I was still down. I didn't go to his party. So we're doing a little party here at the house for him today. And I'd asked his mom, because I saw this like giant Mickey that was the size of Grayson.
Pretty big.
Maybe a little bigger.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, does he have already a life-size Mickey? And she wrote back, no. And he doesn't need one. We don't have room for one.
They don't have them. Yeah.
So, but then Mickey yesterday went on 50% off at CVS, and he's giant, and he was a great deal. So Grandma bought Grayson a Mickey, and Mom doesn't know about it.
So we didn't go to work Wednesday. Tuesday we're driving home, and we had to hit the bank, and we went and picked up some food. And right across from Panda Express, where we got some food, is it CVS?
Yeah, we were getting medicine for my back.
Yes, and they had all these Disney things, and if you're with us and there's Disney things, that's where we end up. Yeah. And there was the big, tall, massive Mickey.
Bigger than Grayson.
I don't know how much it was. It doesn't matter. But the sweet lady said, just wait until after Thanksgiving. and it's half off, and you did.
And so he has a giant Mickey now that's bigger than him.
I love it.
I think he'll love it.
Oh, he will. Mike, I do. Yeah, I've been talking to Deb. Deb and I, so Mike Wheeler asked, good morning, Jeff. Did you know that Deb is in your neck of the woods? Well, at least at your state. Yeah. So Deb and I will be hosting together on my channel tomorrow night, Kappa Talk, Creator Talk. Me and him have had some nice conversations about Kappa, and he's got a real big channel. And of course, anyone who's making some of their living on this platform certainly needed to learn, get educated, know about it, whatever. And anyway, he liked what I had to say, and we are going to have a show together tomorrow night about Kappa. DizTube is my show where I interview a Disney creator, and that'll be tomorrow night, 8 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Disney Coffee Blog is my guest. Directly after that, about 15 minutes after that, Deb and I will be live on my channel doing Creator Talk, which might become a regular thing. That was a long way of saying yes. He's in Waco, I think.
Magnolia.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly if it was Waco. I think it was Waco.
It is.
Is that where Deb is? Okay, whatever. He told me he was in state. I told him, there it is. Marge just said it. How did everybody know but me? Okay. So he's heading back to Florida soon. Yeah, he's got family in Oklahoma, and he's a great guy. I keep telling him to drive through Fort Worth where we live. He hasn't yet, but tried to get him to a game this year, but I couldn't get tickets. We'll hopefully next football. I don't even know if I told you about that. That's a whole other thing. But anyway, this is my beautiful wife, Dexter. Thank you very much. Yeah, he's in Waco. Okay, you guys know better, I guess. Maybe I'm behind. I have heard of Magnolia. It sounds like a decorating thing.
You should take me.
Is it a decorating thing?
A decorating and some food, and yeah, pretty much.
In my head, it's a TV show about fixing houses.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I knew I was right. The FTC probably not going to do micromanaging YouTube channels. They normally deal with you. Detroit Disney duo, thank you for actually living in the real world, unlike most people in my comment section. So yeah, I had a pretty decent video. I'm very happy with it. It's helped my channel quite a bit this last few days, and the comment section, a lot of nice comments, a lot of great comments. Hey, thank you, blah, blah, blah. But oh my gosh, there's about 5%.
They didn't like it.
Who are crazy. And oh man, are they mad at me? But anyway, it's a lot of fun. He just did a live from there. Did he really? I don't know about it. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Fun.
Very, very, very cool. Yeah, Dev's a good guy. So anyway, we're just going to talk about our love for Disney during the holidays. I put him there so maybe you could show the people. So this guy, I don't know if it was last year or the year before. I don't really remember. Do you?
No. Oh, maybe it was last year.
He's a little dirty. So I want to tell a story about him. Is that okay?
Okay, sure.
You don't know what I'm going to tell them, but you'll figure it out because I showed you. So last year or the year before, we went, and of course they've got all the Christmas merch, and I love Pluto. And I love Christmas sweaters. And my daughter, one of my daughters, my youngest, loves popcorn. So we buy our fair share of popcorn buckets at parks because it's what we do.
Well, and in Florida, they let you refill them for like $2.
And we take advantage of that because she's all about
California,
popcorn.
they don't do that.
And it shuts her up, and we don't have to buy $12 food. We can just refill that. So it works out. I'll get to that in 1 second, Dexter. So we moved. So we're renting a house. We purchased this house. Thank you, Lord. And so I have a lot of things in boxes. And so I'm not working. I worked a little bit from home Wednesday. Obviously, Thursday was a holiday, and we were here. Friday was a holiday, and we were here. So I've been in my garage a lot going through boxes to try to find some things and to organize and to make it a YouTube studio and all those things. And I'm finding all kinds of stuff. And I found him. And it's Christmas. Let's bring him up. And I brought him upstairs to show the wife and the girls, and it wasn't empty.
No.
It still had popcorn in it.
We didn't finish our last batch of popcorn. And we didn't know when we packed it.
Well, somebody packed it without noticing, and it was clean all the time. So it was pretty disgusting. I don't know if you can get sick from old popcorn, but
you didn't eat it. Well, you're fine.
But it was. Dexter, I hope I'm not in the 5%. I'm only worried about what would happen if they take away demonetization. That could be bad. Well, if they took away demonetization, I think that's a double negative. So if they took away monetization. So Dexter, I hope I'm understanding your point question. YouTube won't take away monetization because that's how they get creators to create on their platform. Everybody's talking about how there's other platforms and we should go to that and blah, blah, blah. If you do that, like if you're creating videos on IGTV, you have to monetize yourself, which you should do. But Google, YouTube shares their revenue, YouTube partner program. So if they took away monetization, which I'm assuming is what you mean, I mean, that's not their business model. They won't do that. I mean, it would be a vast change and everyone would leave the platform. So that wouldn't happen. I want to read it again. I hope I'm not in the 5%. I'm only worried about what would happen if they take away. I'm assuming you mean monetization. So I don't know your channel, buddy, but if you're creating kids content, your ad revenue will drop like a rock. Now, lots of the big channels will stay on YouTube because they've monetized, they have other streams of income. Sorry, I got all serious. If you're a big channel, most of your revenue does not come from ad revenue. Like Roberto Blake put it this way, and if you don't know who Roberto Blake is, I highly suggest you check him out. Roberto Blake said it this way: the YouTuber gold at the end of the rainbow cycle season is gone. You can still make money on YouTube. It won't be on ad revenue. Like it won't be. If you're making, how do I say this? So I've been monetized for about 5 or 6 months. I don't know. Yeah. We'll probably make about $1,000 in our first 12 months on YouTube. Probably 15 or 20% of it, I don't want to lie to you, will be from ad revenue. It's not where most YouTubers make their money. Hope that helps, buddy. I hope that helps. I will be doing that live stream, like I said, with Deb tomorrow night if you want to check it out. Dexter, I hope that helps. Dancing with Goofy, I caught the end of it tomorrow. I'm driving around. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to have to go back and check his stream. Mar says, my Christmas Pluto from 2017 is wearing a green sweater. So yeah, I guess was that last year? I don't really know.
I'm thinking maybe it was.
I think we were there at Christmas last year. Yeah, it must have been 18.
Yeah, because we got rained out at the
Yeah. I was going to talk about that too.
The Christmas tradition food. And
yeah, we'll talk about that here in a minute. Rockin' Robin, did you try the popcorn back in the day? Not hard. Yeah. Serendipity is one of my favorite words. I don't care about monetization, just want to stream straight to the channel. Dancing with Goofy, you can do that. You don't need 1,000 subscribers. If you want help with that, let me know. You can do that right now. You can do it with things like, you've been on your streams? You can do that. If you mean within the YouTube app, it's not that much of an advantage, but okay. Dexter, no takeaway demonetization because I've heard that they are taking away that she will have more adult items as commercials. I don't know what that means, buddy. Okay, so we went not this year, but last year to Festival of the Holidays.
Yes, we did.
Last night on Resort TV 1, they were there for the first day at Epcot of Festival of Holidays. And I had never seen live or even on a live stream or even watched a video, the candlelight processional.
Yeah, because there was a tornado warning when we were there.
Well, last night, the voice of Mulan, I can't think of her, I don't want to mispronounce her name, and it's not an easy one, but she's really sweet and cute and funny and awesome. And she was the narrator of the candlelight processional. And oh my gosh, it was moving. I was in my garage watching it while I was working, and the music was stunning. We actually have a friend who a few years ago was part of that, right?
Yeah, she sang in the choir.
The choir, yeah, that's pretty neat. So yeah, let's talk about the day we were there. It was the reason for going at that time was to see Epcot's Festival of the Holidays because we love Christmas.
Yeah.
You want to tell them?
Pretty much. Yeah. Okay. So we started the day with a tornado warning.
A tornado.
Torrential rain outside of the resort. We thought, hey, what the heck? We're gonna go for it anyways. Went into the park. Pretty sure we had to buy plastic things because the ponchos,
right there.
They're right there. Because it was so torrential. I mean, we were walking in several inches of water, like over our shoes. It was disgusting. And the wind was blowing like crazy. We bought an umbrella.
Why'd you tell us, right?
Peyton steps out, opens her umbrella, and the thing like inverts and pieces fly everywhere. It just shredded it to pieces. And she was so sad because she just had bought it. And then I didn't see any Christmas anything as far as like shows, food.
A lot of the foods were closed. Yeah.
Yeah. We went into this little place, I think maybe in France, and tried a Yule log or something, some dessert. We did find a few desserts in like one place, but mostly it was walking around in the rain and the blowing storms. The best thing of the whole day was at some point it calmed down, and La Befana in Italy, she came out and told the Christmas story. And that's Jeff's family's tradition. And so it was pretty amazing.
There's a video. You have to go back to it on my channel.
Yeah, that was like the best thing of the whole day. I'm so glad that we got to see that. It was really sweet.
So I'm going to retell your story. We're in Canada. We're in the Canada Pavilion, and you know it's down low, and there's the water, and it's so beautiful.
It was flooding.
And it pounded the rain.
We were hiding in a cave.
Pounded. And it was massive rain. And so then it stops. Well, it doesn't stop. It calms down. We're like, well, we got to go. We're leaving Canada, and we're heading towards France. And we're approaching the bridge now, right? We're approaching that bridge past England. Hey, Jellies. Hey, Natural Hair.
Hello.
Hey, Spencer. Hey, Spencer. Hey, Diz Our Dream. And she's holding her umbrella. And I'm not videoing, but I've got my camera there, but it's raining, so I'm trying to make sure it's safe. And she puts it up, and Mary Poppins on her, and then
pieces everywhere.
And I'm laughing because it was funny. And she turns around, and she was broken hearted about it. So Dad being Dad, okay, hey, I'll get you another one. We throw it away. We finally threw it away in Germany. I remember throwing it in the trash can in Germany.
Yeah.
And by this time it stopped raining. We don't need it anymore. But she bought it with her own dollars. So we're at the end of the day, and we stop at the one of the big shops as you leave Epcot there on the right, where the character meetups are. And we're telling our story to the nice guy as we're in line, and he's all, "Oh, well, do you still have it?" And I'm handing him my money. He's all, "No, I threw it away in Germany." He's all, "Oh man, if you would have brought it back, we would have given you a new one."
So pretty much right there.
But she wanted it, so whatever. And then the La Befana, I'm going to tell that story too. So it's the Italian Christmas witch. Again, if you want to see it, go back on my channel. It's really a beautiful telling of a cultural. I think it's a beautiful story, and it's the Italian Christmas witch.
Yeah. I
got to be honest with you. We're a very Italian family. On my mom's side, insanely Italian. You picture the Godfather dinner scenes.
His family's still in Italy.
That's my family.
Yeah.
I love those movies for so many reasons. One of them is that's my uncle, that's my dad, that's my grandpa. That's hey, R. Johns, what's going on, buddy? We are very Italian, especially at the holidays. And so we turn the corner, and I'm actually filming as I'm coming into Italy because that's what I do. And there's this crazy lady.
Yes.
Starting to tell her the story of the Italian Christmas witch, La Befana. Mm-hmm. Brandy Dave in the house, what's going on? Brandy with the emojis, welcome in. And so I'm videoing this, all right? And then we get the whole video. I think it's a really good video. It was really moving. I love the story. I'd never heard it before.
How did you never have heard it before?
Because when they're all in there yakking, I'm watching the game. So
he missed it.
I didn't. I got the video, and I call my mom. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Mom, I got to tell you about this." She starts bawling because apparently it was a big deal in our family, that story. I'm the dude on the couch saying, "Shut up, get out of the way. I want to watch the game." But
I was looking for the Christ child.
Yes,
he was watching football.
I found him. I don't need to keep looking. I'm down with Jesus. So I think it was the weirdest moment. It was so sweet. I just got this great video. I thought Mom would love it. So I tell her about it as we're buying a cannoli, I think.
Well, and she knew about it because I was Facebook Living it.
Which I didn't know when I called her.
She was watching it while we were watching it.
So I call my mommy, and she's bawling. I'm like, "Here, babe, you talk to her."
He gets me the phone. I'm like, "What's wrong?"
Oh, talk to me one at a time.
I'm like, "Hey."
I had good news. So that was a very strange moment. She was bawling.
There's no nothing. And it was just because she loved it so much.
And it was the stories that her great aunts, people who weren't around anymore.
Telling her that when she was little, and it was touching for her.
So Brandy and Dave, Diz Our Dream, R. John's popping in. Thank you so much. Diz Our Dream goes live right after the show. It is 9:20 here at my house. So in 40 minutes, 10:20 my time, they're East Coast. So it's even later in the day for them. But they go live talking about Disney pins. So that'll be great. Go check that out. So yeah, I think that was my favorite part of that trip, honestly. Getting that video, being able to have it. We were disappointed that, you know, like with Food and Wine, they have all the booths, all the
Right.
They almost none of the
Nothing.
specialty booths were out because of the torrential downpours, I guess. I mean, I still had a great time, but I don't feel like we got, like, the La Befana story was the only really holiday cultural thing that we got to do, and we really love that kind of stuff. So we'll be going back.
We will have to do take two.
And we've never done the candlelight processional. Like, again, I said that Resort TV one I had last night. That was very moving, and I wasn't in the stands. I was in my garage. Brandy's taking the kids to see Frozen 2 today. My kids loved it. My wife loved it. They got mad at me for my review of it. So look, if you can just go potty, get popcorn, buy some candy for the first 15, 20 minutes and go in, I think it's going to be a good movie for you. Mm-hmm. But the beginning's crazy. Right?
I don't know. I don't think it was crazy. I thought it was fine.
Olaf cracked me up.
Oh, he's my favorite.
I won't give away anything, but you're going to love it. Go. The kids loved it.
A cartoon version of Reagan. You take Olaf and Buddy the Elf and make one character, you have our Reagan.
Reagan is our youngest, and she definitely likes animal facts and trivia. And there was a couple times.
Reagan is full of crazy facts.
We definitely saw a lot of Olaf there.
He remembers interesting stuff.
Spencer says, still nasty in Dallas. I'm downtown at Crescent Court. Was in Houston for Thanksgiving. No way. Very cool. We're Fort Worth people. Yeah, it is. Reagan's Olaf. Reagan is Olaf. We were both.
Though. She sings up and down the aisles in the grocery store. Yeah. And Peyton will be like, Reagan, stop singing. And she's like, what? The best way to spread cheer.
She definitely takes those stories and makes them real.
Yes.
She does.
She does.
she's a crack up. I love her to death. So anyway, what else? We've got, you want to tell them about how else we incorporate Disney into our Christmas? I mean, the tree right behind you.
It's in everything. Yeah. I mean.
Well, our main tree's not. Our main tree has very
a lot of Disney.
Couple
yes,
things.
It does. Quite a bit of Disney. It has some ears on it. It has Ray on it. It has.
Yeah, you're right. It does have Ray.
Mickey stuff. I have Walt and Mickey, that statue of them holding hands. That's on there. There's a lot of them on there. It's just that that tree is more color themed, so it blends more. You have to look at each ornament to really see what.
So our main tree, I did a video of our main tree just the other day. If you want, is really kind of your creation. It started from our wedding, our theme. You want to tell them about that?
Well, when we were first married, we got married in October. At our first tree, we really didn't have ornaments yet. We had just gotten married and it had only been not even 2 months.
So that's lies. I had a million ornaments. She hated them all.
Okay, they were fuzzy old Winnie the Pooh that your dog chewed at.
I loved those fuzzy Winnie the Pooh. I wish I had that set.
I think they're in the garage.
They're not.
I think we do. It had this owl that his eyeballs were falling off.
She's lying.
It was so ugly.
You're lying to my friends.
Anyways, so we left those at your mom's house, and
see, she just admitted to lying. They're not in my garage.
Anyways, we took the gift. A lot of the gifts came with these little metal gold dove and little
our wedding
swirly things that said love from the wedding. And we had our wedding was gold and white and black, so we had decor left over. And then I had my bouquet, and I stuck that in the top of the tree, and then we just ran all the decorations around the tree, and that was our first year.
By we, you don't mean me.
No, I wouldn't let you decorate. Have you seen these walls?
Look at that tree. Do you like my tree topper?
It's not good. Anyways, so that's how we started with the color codes of the tree. It's pink, whites and greens and golds and a little bit of black, not a lot, some browns. And so I still have a lot of the little gold wedding decorations. They're still actually on there. Still. A little. Cool. They're not as shiny as they used to be, but
I don't really understand the whole theming thing. I theme. My room is themed, but
yeah. Brittany says this room is themed. Walt Disney threw up in here.
So that's my old house.
No, it's still this. There's no difference.
It's
There's no difference. There's no difference. It's
You're-
the same.
like
Anyways.
Kelly says, you're really pretty. It is what it is. I think the tree's beautiful. It's awesome, and it's ours. But yeah,
Each ornament
Disney
is
tree's back.
meaningful, though. On the main
Mhm.
Christmas tree, each ornament has a meaning. Or
My
something.
favorite
Like we
ornaments on that tree, on our main tree, are our national park visit.
Yes,
ornaments.
we have a bunch of the national parks.
We love national parks.
And those are beautiful. One of my favorites is we have a John Denver ornament that
West
sings.
Virginia.
Yeah, it plays
Mountain
a couple different
Mama.
songs. And when we were on our honeymoon,
Take home.
we went and
Country
stayed up
road.
at a cabin,
Oh, I know this story.
and there was no there was electricity,
Okay.
but that was about it. There was no TV, no nothing.
There was nasty.
There were raccoons in the walls, yeah. But they had this giant, massive, like it looked like a big table, but when you opened it up, it had a
It
record
was beautiful.
player in it and a bunch of John Denver records.
There was like 5 records, if I remember correctly. 3 were John Denver and 2 were the same John Denver record. Do I have that right?
So for a week, that's the only form of entertainment we had other than hiking out in the
Almost
mountains.
heaven.
We listened to John Denver records the entire week. And so, yes, John
And I'm not
Denver,
a country boy.
No, not at all. And so John Denver's on our Christmas tree. And then our kids' first ornaments. Yeah, gosh, there's so many. Every year we add one.
Silver spinny things that have no purpose except for to be on my tree.
Silver spinny things.
They like curly Q things. They look like the French fries at Arby's, but they don't taste as good. They're skinnier and they're shinier with like glitter on them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Next week, I'll show you people.
You might be thinking of the other tree. The main tree doesn't have those.
We have more than one tree.
Yeah.
We're not Pepper Tree Villa, but goals.
Yeah, the animal park tree, which looks like Animal Kingdom, that has the swirly guys.
Gianna's Baby World Reborn, cool name. I love John Denver too. I actually teared up the day he died. I get mad at people who I love a lot when they die too fast because I think, jerk. But yeah, I love John Denver because it's a good memory. And he seems like a really nice guy. I mean, I didn't know him, but Gianna's Baby World, welcome in. Everybody say hi to him. Or hi to her, excuse me. Mar, oh yes, Jeff is going to disco with the Evils. I don't hate. The Bee Gees are awesome. All right. Thin curly fries, so good. Right, Spencer knows. Diz our dream. I'm hungry. Diz our dream. Hey, everyone, got to run. Okay, you have a great day. They have a great stream after this one. Please check them out. I didn't let him put ornaments on the first year, but now we use them all, and I have separate tree. So Brandy and Paula have. Brandy, I'm assuming that's you because of the emojis. I think you two have a lot in common, actually. I'm getting to know Brandy through the streams. Can't wait to someday see her in the parks. I'm sure we will. You two have a lot in common.
Yeah. He has his own trees and he can decorate those.
I have my tree right there. There's awesome. I have a tree that's laying on the ground there that I've got to figure out.
Sideways.
Yeah, he fell.
That one's okay though because we decorated that. It was from a fundraiser. So that one's he didn't decorate that. Except
Actually, I think that's the one that Mom won.
Yeah.
And then she just said keep it. Pretty sure.
Yeah, that one's cute.
Yeah. So how many Christmas trees do you think we have up in the house now? And how many will we have by the end of? Spencer, $2.99 super chat.
Thank you. That's
Have to
so
go,
sweet.
but y'all the best. Spencer, you're the best. Thank you for the super chat. And thanks for just being awesome. I appreciate you, buddy. Have a great day.
Downstairs. There's 3 downstairs and
Just 4
right
downstairs.
Now, there's 4
There's
downstairs.
2 in the little bathroom.
Well, those don't count.
My second
That
favorite
would be
tree in the
5
whole house.
downstairs then.
I asked you to ask tell my friends. how many
Okay,
Christmas
so
trees we
we have a national park bathroom and it has 2 little pine trees in it. And I did put a little garland on them. So, okay, he's counting the.
have. I'm counting all the Christmas trees in the house. I feel like it's an easy
Christmas
concept.
tree. 5 downstairs and 1, 2, 3 up here. And if I put one in my room, there'll be 4, but 3 right now.
My favorite Christmas
Just
tree.
8 total right now. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I'll interrupt you.
Your favorite Christmas tree? Come on.
So if you're going potty and you're a boy, you get to see a little Christmas tree on top of the place you go hunting.
Yeah.
And it is like the Charlie.
One ornament, a Charlie Brown ornament.
It's a Charlie Brown tree, and it's got one big old. Well, I showed the ornament because I got it at a resale shop.
Yeah.
And it's
a national park ornament, just one big one from Zion.
I need to take a picture of it and post it now that I've shared with people,
cute.
because no one gets to enjoy it. First of all, I'm the only dude in the house, and it's the downstairs bathroom. Well, people use it today because we'll have guests over later.
It's the bathroom under the stairs. We have a little room
cool, actually.
under the stairs.
If Harry Potter comes over, he'll like it.
He'll like it.
But it's still bigger than my mom's bathroom.
Yeah, it doesn't touch your head. Well, we haven't been to the new house.
Doesn't matter.
I think she said it was smaller.
She
though.
did.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
Thank you for dropping the Diz Our Dreams stream in there. So our link in there. So yeah, above, go up and chat. Diz Our Dream has their stream. They were in here earlier. They have their stream in a half hour, 29 minutes from now. And one of our awesome mods, thank you mods, put the link in there. And yeah, check them out. I'll be over there. Actually, I've got a pretty, I think a pretty fun idea for day one of Vlogmas, I'm pretty sure. And so I'm going to work on that today in between bobbing and weaving the family. When does the family get here?
I don't know.
What's the earliest? After nap? I get a nap?
Not for you, for Gray.
Oh, rude.
Mm-hmm.
So we have no idea?
4-ish.
So I'm going to work on a video when this is done, and I think this will be pretty fun. I don't want to tell them about it. But if you like my John Denver singing, if you didn't like my John Denver singing, you probably should skip tomorrow's vlog. If I get it done.
Maybe for tomorrow?
Well, I mean,
wow. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, and I posted my 25 ideas for Vlogmas. So I'm gonna try to crank out. Oh, and I got it. Oh, I do have another video. Never mind. I don't know. But anyway, so what else? What else can we tell them about how we integrate Christmas? Nope. How we integrate Disney into Christmas?
Well, I mean, we have.
So I brought in. That's true. I haven't been. So I brought in yesterday a bunch of, or day before actually. What do you call them when you push it down and it makes a cookie?
Cookie cutters? Oh, I do like, okay, so if I make a pie, I do Mickey shapes in the pie. You
posted a picture of one of those, didn't you?
Yeah, just recently. That was a video of the bubbling pie.
Yes. That was
from Thanksgiving.
Was that razzleberry?
Yes.
Is razzleberry real?
Yes.
I think Dr. Seuss made it up, but I enjoy it.
That's okay, even if he did. It's pretty tasty. With ice cream.
I don't know. Don't put ice cream on pie.
It's vanilla ice cream on it.
It's stupid. It should be.
Well, it's still hot, so
allowed.
it melts all over
it.
It's
you're ruining my pie in my head.
You like nasty pecan.
I like you.
Yeah, we're talking about pie.
The John Denver and Muppets is lovely Christmas CD. You put John Denver and the Muppets together, I am happy. And the John Denver and Muppets might have done a video.
Yes.
That might be partially inspiring a future Dole Whip Dad family video.
Yeah, maybe. Could be scary.
5 golden. Annual passes. Hey, Fulton Mraz, what's going on? Yeah. So anyway, she's not telling you the whole thing. Our kitchen is fully Disneyfied, and right.
Yes.
You got Emil, you got Ratatouille guy. What's his name?
Little Chef.
Why can't I think of Emil and not? Yeah, Little Chef. What's his name? Remy. Geez, I can think of Emil and not Remy. That's weird. I need more coffee. But yeah, she puts a hidden Mickey in a pie and
little places. Yeah. Here and there.
It's fun. And so anyway, and grandson today's coming over, and we are Grandma and Grandpa Mickey.
Yes, that's what he calls it.
I love that.
Grandma and Mickey Grandpa. Instead of Mickey Mouse.
Which is weird because I don't feel like a grandpa, but I look at my hair and I have to believe it. Gianna says, new to your channel, so I was curious to know how many times a year do you go to Disney? Do you live nearby it, or do you have to get there by plane? Thank you for the question, Gianna. Again, welcome to the channel. I hope we don't bore you to death. I'm glad you're here. We used to live in Southern California.
Right. Really close to Disney.
We used to be annual pass holders, and we homeschooled our kiddos. And I would go to work, and she would go to the parks. How many times a week? At your peak, how many times a week did you take the kids to the parks?
3 at the peak, usually twice.
A week.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, it's great motivation. Get your schoolwork done, and we'll do this the next day. So Tuesday and Thursday was our days that we went to Disney. Also, Reagan had a lot of doctor's appointments. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday was usually always, we were in to the immunologist.
The word I've never heard.
Yeah, it was fun. Not. And so
Okay.
those days were in the doctor's office and the other days were at Disney. So yeah.
I went to work.
Yeah.
But now we live in Fort Worth, which is the
Right.
dead center farthest away you can be from both parks.
We're right in the middle.
I love Fort Worth, but I don't appreciate that Disney is not in North Texas. So we do both, to answer your question. We usually do a family trip a year to Orlando. I went this year twice. The family went once. I went with some friends, YouTube kind of trip for the opening Galaxy Edge, and then we did our family trip not too long ago. And she also went another time. Usually once a year, she goes out to California to see her family. Right. So 2 or 3 times a year, I guess, is the short answer to your question. Yeah, we love it. We love it. And we're newly DVC. Well, are we still newly? How long until you're not newly? We've been Disney Vacation Club members for
3 years?
I feel like 3 years. I don't
3 years,
really know.
I don't know.
Have we only done one DVC trip?
No. We've done 2.
Oh, sure. Yeah, Saratoga. So this year we got to stay at the Polynesian, which is like really totally lifelong goals thing, right? Still can't believe we did that. 4 months I was saying I get to stay at the Polynesian, and it felt like I was lying. Now I say we stayed at the Polynesian. I feel like I'm lying. We did. But we did. And then the year before that, we stayed at Saratoga Springs.
Which was great.
I loved it. Everybody was saying how it's like the bottom of the barrel DVC.
I loved it.
I loved it. It's very themed, like we would theme it, and Reagan loves horses, and it's right by Disney Springs. So I loved it.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
As the guy who's accused of having Walt Disney throw up in his studio, I loved it.
It wasn't like that.
Saratoga Springs was greatly themed. It was spectacular.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't like, okay, when we go to like the All Stars where you've got like these giant.
I don't like the All Star things. I don't like that.
It's fun for kids. Well, that's a bummer because we're going to be staying there because we're saving our points this next time.
Yes. So somebody, I think it might have been Spencer who might have left. Somebody asked where we're going, and we haven't told the people out there. The door's closed and they don't watch our channel, so I don't mind. But one of the things we're going to give to them under the tree will be a gift of
the art festival. That's the gift. We're taking them to the art festival in Epcot.
Treasure Hustlers in the house. Hello to you. Sunshine Cooper in the house. What's going on? Grandpa the Kid 25. I love it. Rage. I don't know why I skipped the front part. Hello to you. Not to make you jealous or anything, but we can see Disneyland fireworks every night here in Buena Park, California. Treasure Hustlers. I love it. So my grandma and grandpa are no longer with us, but they lived. Was it Garden Grove? I could see. I think it was Garden Grove.
We grew up being able to watch.
I feel like that's wrong. Was it Garden Grove? Regardless, I would go in their front yard when I stayed with them, and I could look up and see. They weren't close, but I could see them, so they couldn't have been that far, right? I bet my grandparents lived right by where you must live, Treasure Hustlers. That is so amazing. I think it was Garden Grove. I'm going to have to call my mom and ask her where grandma lived. Yeah, that's amazing. But anyway, welcome to the channel, guys. I'm so glad to see some new faces in here. Yeah, I hope I answered your question. I think it was you, Gianna. We go a couple times a year. Her and my kids usually go out to California to see her parents once a year without me.
Once or twice.
And you usually go to the parks every time you do that, right? Mm-hmm. And I'd like to think in 2020 it'll be the start of 2 or 3 times a year. We're trying pretty much everything we do is to be able to.
We want to work up to like a quarterly trip and then maybe a monthly trip.
Everything financially is either pay off debt or go to Disney more.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we're pretty good on the debt thing. Like
mortgage.
We're kind of Dave Ramsey nut jobs.
Well, he wouldn't have us have a mortgage. He would get that paid off. But we do Disney. So we don't do Dave Ramsey on that part where we're getting rid of our mortgage. Property
and college are the 2 things he's okay with on debt.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be snowballing to get your mortgage paid off.
We just bought it. We will. We just bought it.
I know. I think now.
We hit 6 months. Wow. Mm-hmm. Why do I still have all those boxes in the garage?
Because we work. And go to Disney when we're off.
Trisha also says, I live with my grandparents as well. Oh, no. Well, that's crazy. My grandparents aren't with us anymore, and they moved to San Diego, so that was not their house at the end. But when I was a little guy, when I was an elementary school kiddo, if my parents went on vacation without me or something, or a couple of weeks during the summer, me and my sister would go spend some time with grandma. Oh, Garden Grove. So I bet I'm right then. Yeah. I remembering right off, I guess it was the freeway there in Garden Grove, a McDonald's. I love that McDonald's because it was my grandma's McDonald's, and they lived right behind that, like a block or two. I don't know. It's been a long time. But I remember getting off the freeway at a McDonald's right there.
He still goes to McDonald's.
They have Disney Happy Meals.
They have Disney Happy Meals, yeah.
Anyway.
McDonald's knows how to hook people.
Treasure Hustlers, that is so cool. Dean, what's going on? I was up, then I fell asleep, and I just woke up again. Dean, that sounds like a good day to me, buddy. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. Dean, I told you about Dean's podcast. Yes. Dean, you are part of the reason why me and my daughter are podcasting. I'll tell you about that another time. Thank you, Brandy and Dave. That is so nice. Brandy being sweet about hitting the like button. Yeah, guys, 16 of you in here. I love that we do this together. I love Saturday morning. It's like, it prevents me from sleeping in on Saturdays, although right now I could use some because I'm pretty tired. But I just love talking about Disney with people. And obviously you're like my favorite people. So I love talking Disney with you. I love that we do the show. I love that some of you pop in and enjoy it too. So I remember Knott's Berry Farm, changing the subject a little bit. I loved Knott's Berry Farm. Treasure Hustlers. I want to talk to you about my grandparents all day. My grandma's favorite thing in the world was the boysenberry pie and the chicken dinner at Knott's Berry Farm. Pepper Tree Villa are friends of ours, fellow YouTubers, Disney YouTubers, and they have a passion.
She loves the jelly. She loves the jelly too.
Her fridge was a treasure trove of all of the jellies.
Yes, all those little tiny jellies that you could get like sampling. She had a million of them.
Oh, Gianna's Baby World Reborn has a question that we will answer differently. In your opinion, what's the perfect temperature to enjoy the park in Orlando? We've gone in March and happened to be there in June for a doll show. Very cool. So my husband took the kids to Disney in that heat.
I don't like the heat at all.
We don't live in Orlando because she hates hot.
It's bad. It's too humid.
It is too humid. I don't disagree with that.
We like late October for weather. Usually, when we went a little bit later in November, last year we hit a lot of rain, which was okay most of the time. It was just that one day was really crazy. We're gonna go this year in February, so we'll see. I'm hoping it'll be cold, but not super wet. I don't know.
I'm from San Diego. She's also from Southern California, not San Diego. And
it's Redlands. It's close. It's an hour from there.
I say this a lot. I am from a place that has the perfect weather. And while I appreciated it, I didn't really understand how bad weather can be. I loved hot. I loved summer as a kid because I lived in San Diego. Now that I live in Fort Worth, Texas, I hate summer the most.
Not even the same.
It's oppressively hot for a couple months. Orlando might be worse because of the humidity.
It's definitely worse.
Humidity is stupid. Like when I'm done on this planet and I get to say, hey, God, thank you for everything. After a while, when I get to the complaint section, mosquitoes and humidity. Like, I don't understand mosquitoes. I don't understand humidity.
I mean, you look at the houses in Florida, how many of them have bug nets covering the entire backyard? No, thank you.
So we do like to vacation though. Our honeymoon. Our anniversary is October 7th, and we did that on purpose because we like to go on a family vacation for our anniversary. And so we picked October 7th for a couple reasons, but one of them was we like to vacation in the fall. Now, this was our thought process as San Diegans. Because when you're in San Diego and you vacation, you go north because you live in San Diego. Now that we don't live in San Diego,
we're trying other times.
Yes, it's a little different. But I'll tell you, October's really kind of Gianna, it's for me, it's the wall. Like the first half of October can still be pretty dang hot. Like I was out there for the opening of Galaxy's Edge, out there being Orlando, and it was a blast. But I remember opening Galaxy's Edge. So we get there 5 in the morning or whatever. It was pitch dark. The sun's not up yet. And I'm in Galaxy's Edge and I'm having a blast and I'm starting to come down and we do Millennium Falcon. We do all the things, get all the video, have a great time, meet a bunch of people. And then me and my buddy Gonzo sit down for lunch or breakfast, excuse me. And the sun's just coming up or starting to come up and I'm drenched in sweat. And Like I'm big now, but I used to be an athlete. I used to sweat all the time. That's not sweat. It's not a good sweat. It's I want to shower. Please don't touch me sweat. I can't stand Orlando.
Our last trip, the day we did Animal Kingdom, we were just like barely moving and just drenched. It was
by lunch we were early.
Yeah, we were sitting in that actually we went to that one little place I loved and sat in the AC.
The Nomad? That was at the end.
Yeah.
The Nomad Lounge? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brandy and Dave know Nomad Lounge.
Yeah.
You still here, Brandy and Dave?
Was it bread service? Yes, we had bread service.
That's not even the bread service. Apparently Sanaa is I never had bread service. Dave is the reason I even wanted bread service. Dave and some others, but Dave is my go-to. Disney Dan and Dave, but Dave is he's my Disney foodie spirit animal. Is that a thing? I just made that up. Dave is my goals for Disney food. You can tell him, Brandy. I don't care. I love the guy. And he and others talked about Nomad Lounge. I remember when we walked by, you're like, I don't want to. I'm like, I'm pulling I'm going in here card.
I didn't want to because the porch was full of people and I was not going to sit out in the humidity and try to eat food. It was blah. But he went in to check and see if there was a spot inside.
I went in to sit down.
It was.
Yeah. That was so off topic of the title, but that was one of my favorite. It was an hour maybe of that trip. And it was a great trip. First of all, it's out of the sun. It was so comfortable. The theming is totally us.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Totally us. I that could be my house. Our waiter was awesome. Do you remember? He had a rough time.
He had a rough time. He spilled water on us.
Twice.
Yes.
Twice. Yeah. He was such a nice guy, though. We loved him. He felt so bad. We're like, no, we love you. You're great.
We were a rough table for him.
No, it was him. We didn't do anything. We were easy table for him. He just accidentally dropped it twice. But anyway, I loved that. I don't know why we're talking about.
Getting in
the heat. Yeah. Gianna asked about. I would say the best time from what I hear is February, January and February. I don't live down there. I don't know. I have lots of friends now who live down there and who are there all the time. I think that being Southern Californian Disney nuts, going to Disneyland, like when I went to Disneyland a lot, I loved the rain days. We would go enough that on a rain day we'd want to go because we knew no one else was there.
Those were the best days to go.
But it rains every day in Orlando, and it's 1,000 degrees. So that was a really, really long answer to your question. I would say January or February is probably the only time you're going to not get comfortable.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't hot when we went in November.
Mm-mm.
It was the opposite. It was rainy and...
It wasn't cold.
No, it was just getting super wet and then the wind blowing. That made it cold. But it wasn't, I wouldn't have called that cold.
All right, let me get caught up in chat here.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of chat to get caught up.
Yeah, I'm way behind in chat, guys. I apologize. Spencer Moore is back. Oh, my goodness, says Gianna. Just put refresh on the video. It should update. Uh-oh. Gianna says you feel faint in the heat. She does not do well in the heat.
No.
Some other day, on another topic, maybe we'll tell our driving home from Vegas story. She does not do well in the heat. I used to like heat. I used to say I liked heat.
Because we were sitting on the beach in California. That's what we thought was heat.
What I thought was heat my whole life.
You froze until lunchtime.
The hottest I ever was in my life has been surpassed by us. The first summer we lived here in North Texas, they had 100 straight days of over 100 degrees.
Before, the hottest we had felt was really like Las Vegas. Like,
I mean, I've been in
going out at night
on vacation
and stepping outside in Las Vegas in the heat hits you.
But it's different.
Still different.
It's dry, as they say.
I
used to make fun of people who just did what I just did.
Oppressive.
I used to make fun of people who said, but it's a dry heat. I had lots of friends who lived in Phoenix, growing up in San Diego. I had some friends who went to Arizona State. I wanted to go play baseball for Arizona State. I wasn't that good. In my head, I wanted to be that good. But anyway, so I had dreams of going to Arizona State. I went out to Phoenix a lot. That was the hottest place. I had friends who lived there, and they would always say, but it's a dry heat. And I never really got it because I lived in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 90 in Orlando is worse than 100 here with the humidity. Orlando's, I can't wait to someday live in Orlando.
Not in the summer.
We're going to have to make enough money that we don't have to stay there for, we're probably just going to need to be there for 3. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if I feel faint in the heat, Gianna, but I don't like Orlando heat. Oppressive is the word you're looking for. Oppressive is. Hey, Mar. Oh, you're on your cell phone. No problem. Oh, man. Chat just jumped in. Guys, I apologize. I'm really trying to get caught up. I don't want to ignore anybody. I apologize for that. I don't know how many kids and husband did it. Oh, in June, my kids did say it was bad, but Dad made them push through. Yeah, that's a tough time.
I wouldn't even go in the summertime in California. Like when we had our
we didn't because we
passes,
didn't have to, because that's when all the people were there.
Right. We would never go.
To me, that was more about the people.
We would go.
That's not totally true. You would go. I would go with you sometimes on this one. You would go just at night. Like we would hang out with our friends. We'd go in the Golden Horseshoe.
Sometimes, we would go Sunday after church just for fun. But mostly like taking the kids places, we did Palm Springs and water, like something to do with water.
Palm Springs.
Or the beach. I mean,
Palm Springs is too. But it's different.
It's They have all the
thank you,
springs
Gianna.
out there.
Spencer says, I've lived in Phoenix for a little bit, but I never understood before that it's even hot at night. Yeah, that's the thing about Phoenix. It's not unlike that here, too.
It's hot at night.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, the sun's down. Why is it over 100 still? That's crazy. And in California, especially like San Diego, it would be warm during the day, but always chilly and breezy at night. Yeah. Like always. We didn't even have AC in a couple of our houses.
In San Diego, you get that marine layer. It was
open the windows.
It cooled everything. Yeah. I would always have, like, I wear sweatshirts, still because I'm comfortable in them. I got the hiccups all the time. In the summer, you would need one at night. It depends on where you were and how close you were to the coast, frankly. And we were close enough that
I slept in sweats all summer long. I never didn't sleep in sweats. Like I didn't have clothes that I packed away for winter and summer.
Yeah,
we never. You wore shorts anytime you felt like it. You wore pants when you wanted.
My habits have stayed with me. I'm always in a sweatshirt and shorts, like I am right now. It doesn't matter. It could be 10 degrees outside or 100.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like temperature variation. So you can garden though. That was one of the cool things that I loved in California. Like you can garden year round. Here, no, everything dies.
It's all clay.
The first freeze, it's asleep.
I don't know how people ever lived in Texas. It's all hot and clay. Spencer, so Glendale is one of my favorite cities. I've often fantasized about getting a place in Glendale. I'm a Dodger nut, and that's their spring training now. And there's lots of great, if you're a sports nut like me, there's lots of great stuff in Glendale. I really like Phoenix. I would say Phoenix is one of my top 10 favorite downtowns. Go have fun. I love Phoenix. You never really came with me though, huh? You never.
No. I drive through a lot. Peoria. I drive through Peoria.
That's where San Diego.
Scottsdale and Flagstaff.
Scottsdale's nice.
Yeah, that's a really nice area. Beautiful.
We used to hike when I was younger and thinner, and I always wanted to hike Scottsdale, but I never did. The mountains out there. So where are you, Spencer? I know you said Southeast. Whereabouts are you? Oh, always, Gianna. Happy to be honest. My husband tries to talk me into moving to Florida because he loves golfing. Oh man, golf all day long. Palm Springs, San Diego's. If you really love golf, San Diego. Only if you can come back to CT in the warm months. Connecticut, very cool. Yeah, I'm not a big golfer. I used to golf. A lot of my buddies in Southern California golf all the time. Since I live out here in Texas, I don't think I've golfed once. We run a nonprofit. And we have golf tournaments, 1 or 2 a year, but I never get to play in those because, we're running them. But I still have my clubs. But yeah, Florida and certainly San Diego, Palm Springs, big golf areas. Preston McDevitt, what's going on, buddy? Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to all your family too. Yeah, Spencer says, I was always driving to Scottsdale. That's where my dry cleaning was. My excuse Buckeye. Yeah, I love Scottsdale. I really do. Again, so me and a couple buddies, help me on the clock, 7 minutes. So me and my buddies used to go out, not anymore, but we'd do a guy trip every year out to spring training. We're baseball nuts, get autographs, hang out, eat too many hot dogs and bratwurst and consume. And we loved it. Like we'd go out to Scottsdale, the Giants played there, but they were Padre fans because we were San Diegans. I'm a Dodgers fan. So we would end up staying in Peoria because that's where the Padres were. But I love that area. I love that area so much. Especially since I live in Arkansas. Oh, of all places now, but love it. So outdoors. Oh, man. It's so beautiful. We have friends in Arkansas. Love Bentonville. Right outside of Bentonville. They run a goat cheese farm. Is that?
It's a creamery. Yeah, but it's
what she said.
They run a goat farm and they make this amazing cheese that they sell on the square right there.
Chev.
It's the best. Like their cheese is the best I've ever had. It's amazing.
And we like cheese.
Yeah, their food is amazing. They do, I think, pork now too.
They do?
Yeah, they're doing curd-fed pigs or something like that. Yeah.
I think she made that up.
No, they really do.
Arkansas is beautiful. So the first time I went to Arkansas was to visit our friends. They were from San Diego too. We moved to Texas. They moved to Arkansas. We thank you, Caleb. Appreciate that. I think
it's White River Creamery.
It is White River. Check them out.
Check them out.
They're on my Instagram. They're great.
If you're near them, they have tours. You can go to the farm. Like when we were out, I got to milk the goats and hang out and see where they made the cheese. It's amazing.
I had no idea Arkansas was beautiful.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I've been 4 or 5 times now. I'll say it. It's the prettiest state.
It's super pretty.
I was blown away by how beautiful it is. Caleb Templeman, Vlogs and Tech, welcome in. I love tech stuff. Caleb, I will check you out. Send me a link or something, or I'll try it on at the end of the chat. I love tech. I follow a lot of tech vlogs and bloggers. So StreamYard is awesome. So I appreciate that, buddy. I'll check you out too. Hey, Brian, what's going on? Are you still overstuffed with turkey? I was just gonna say. So you know what? I made myself a bowl of leftovers yesterday, and it was a big bowl of Get Fat. It was Get Fat.
Barbecue beans.
I didn't put them in. I love the barbecue beans. Those are good.
Oh.
But I put it was all starch. I guess
Yes.
it was potatoes and some corn thing that you made, and then some other corny thing that you made, and then barbecue sauce. And I heated it up, and I watched the Candlelight Processional on Resort TV 1, and I sat in my garage, and I felt like king of the world. It was so good. So yes, I was already a 3,000-pound dude before, but I certainly didn't end that this week.
Well, after the holidays, we got to do something.
Eat more. I have not seen West Virginia Mar. I've heard, and of course I've seen it. It looks beautiful. When I moved here, I never knew how underrated it was. If you love outdoor people and Walmart country, so I do love those things. Our friends are just outside of, what's the town that the University of Arkansas is in? Fayetteville. Thank you. They're just outside of Fayetteville. The first time I was there, there's a Chick-fil-A across the street from where the football is, and I could get
little coffee place.
Yes, I could get into that little college town. And then they do a farmers market. Is that what it's called? Way out in Bentonville. And so the square in Bentonville with the Walmart little 5 and dime, I teared up in there the first time I was in there because I actually love Sam Walton. And if that makes you mad, I don't care. I love Sam Walton.
And the little soda shop outside. Remember the ice cream?
I do. That was iconic Americana. Yes, I should go there and vlog. We should go. Let's go. Mar, I've heard that the West Virginia hills are superb. I've heard that. I'll share. We love traveling. We love national parks. We're nuts for national parks. It's Disney and national parks and food actually. But anyway, Caleb from Australia, welcome in. I got a few friends from Australia. Remember Dave from Australia? Yeah. A bunch of our friends are, not a bunch, we have a few friends from Australia. That's very, very cool. Turkey and dressing omelet. Oh, that does. I didn't even eat a lot of turkey, honestly. Like I ate all the other things.
And I didn't make a lot of turkey because
it was good.
I just did like a big turkey breast because I love turkey. And I like it. That's it.
Yeah.
The kids won't eat.
I'll eat turkey on not Thanksgiving. I like it a lot, but I didn't eat much of it this year. I think I've only had like 2 little slices because everything else, I don't know. I ate that first and I got full. South Carolina. My mouth doesn't want to work. It's nothing to sneeze at. We have mountains. Talk about golf. I hear South Carolina has some of the elite golf courses. I don't golf that much, but a lot of my buddies are very into golf. So I've been blessed to play some really, really nice courses. My favorite, no, not my favorite. My best course I ever got to play was La Costa out in Carlsbad, California. But I hear South Carolina has some golf courses that give a La Costa a run for money, if not pass it.
The mountains and coastal areas. Oregon and Washington, those two
it's
are most favorite places to hike and travel is up there.
We went all over the place on content today talking about
we did, yeah.
So a ribeye, yum, Brian. So we should close it up because I don't want to step on it. We got friends that stream.
We have friends that are streaming.
So Diz Our Dream, who was in the chat earlier, they're going to go live here in 1 minute. They talk Disney pins. I have a Disney pin show that'll be coming soon too that I haven't really told a lot of people, but we made some final details yesterday. I'm very excited about it. Tomorrow night, 2 shows, both live streams. Diz 2 with my special guest Disney Copy Blog, Matt from Disney Copy Blog. He's a great guy. He's got great content, mostly on Instagram. He does YouTube too, though. You're going to like it. Trust me. 9 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock here Central time, live on my channel. And then right after that, maybe 15 minutes after that, Creator Talk. I also think I'm going to make this a regular thing. We'll see. Deb will be my guest co-hosting tomorrow night. We're talking about COPPA. He's passionate about it. I'm passionate about it. Got a video that's doing pretty well. So check those 2 streams out. Thursday night, NFL Live. I think it's on my channel this week. Might be on Kelly's channel. I want to send everybody. So go to Diz Our Dream or go to Coffee and Contemplation. I'll be in both. Hosted by either the Lynn Project or Practically Perfect Park Hopping. They weren't in the stream, but they're great friends of mine, great friends of the channel, great people. But get over there. So Diz Our Dream, Coffee and Contemplation, 2 great live streams starting right now. Thanks for the super chat. Thank you to my mods. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. Have a Merry Christmas. Love every single one of you for spending a little Saturday with us. Did you guys see her awesome sweater, by the way? That is my I love it. I love it. Mine's just a sweatshirt.
It was Reagan's. She decided she didn't like it anymore. So.
I like it a lot. All right. I love you guys. Love you. See you soon. I'm going to go have some turkey.
Yeah. We can go eat.
I can. Bye for now.